Hello, gamers. How's it going? I am late, but I have an excuse. Yeah, and it's a decent one. See, my mother's in the hospital, and we were just taking stuff over. So, you know, just a little late. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's not a it's not an actual issue thing. She had some going on and she's just staying the night. I have not touched the Star Rail story. But yeah, I cracked the dew there. Well, no, it's actually water. It's not dew. How dare you assume I'm always hydrating with dew? I did not exchange any of these chocolates on NA. I just kind of left them here. I should probably... Oh, gosh. Also, there was some Pieman. Thank you, Moldy as well. Late but no ping. I did ping, and Nezumi 10 are using Ghost Room as uninterrupted night pot. I have Joe cut. Hey. He's true. Look. What? So I got Knock as a new servant last year. There's still keep track of how many new servants I got last year. I was in the middle of writing the comment. So far, I've seen one new servant from last year. And it was a welfare. Okay, 2 new servants from last year. Is this Summer Kuro? It's Summer Kuro. Yep. That's 3. Just start burning stuff. Valve and some. That's 4 new units from last year. It's Artoria Castle, that's right. I like how you gotta pick and choose. Doesn't matter. I've seen all these before. Or if they release Toko? They're not gonna release Toko. So that's 7. This is 8 new servants. This is Tomoliko. That's 8. I'm using this to see how many new servants I got last year. Because I didn't get a lot. Nine? Who is this? Like Psycha? No, Medusa. That's Psycho. That's 10. Medusa lays eggs. Who's our 11th here? I don't remember this one off the top of my head who this is, just by the intro. Oh, gross. No wonder it's Tiamat. Why do I have Tiamat, of all things? Also, why do you know Medusa lays eggs? "12 is Draco. So 12 female new characters. Oh yeah, I never gave the lock on chocolate. What does the lock on chocolate do for this event? I never even paid attention to that. Oh, there was no special one for this? So it really was just a boring Valentine's event. Oh gosh. Is that all we have? Don't tell me there's not like... It's really it? That's 800 is all that we have for that? I swear it was more. Oh, my inventory here is... No wonder I have no space. Holy cow. Oh, so much slop. Let's just show it all in Janako. Yeah, that's right. Shove it all into Janako. But yeah, what's everyone else been up to today? I have been existing. That's for sure. You recognize this? Oh, it's from Final Fantasy 13. Have you played Final Fantasy 13? No. I have not, in fact, finished all of Divergent Universe. I don't really want... I hate Divergent Universe. It's so boring. It's so unbelievably boring. Yeah, your fingerprints and ID taken for your teacher job. They're just stealing your data to use against you later. Trust me. Even using Finon, it's boring. I'm still getting put to sleep using Finon for it. How many new men did I even get this year in NA? What new men came out? Oh, Satanta. That's a man. Who dis? Nemo. Okay. A second welfare. A third welfare. A free servant. Okay, that's a new gotcha servant. Who is this one? Free servant. Moriarty. That's gotcha. Was that it? Ooh. I didn't clear the shop, but I don't care. I almost did. But like, I don't need any more of these. I was just like, I'm not gonna farm. It's like, that's not worth my time. I exchanged all these. Alright. Yeah, we're good. How my account will do in grand raids? I mean, I'll be fine. Archer, Rider will be fine. Assassin should be fine. Extra 1 and 2 should be fine. Berserker, I'll just... Morgan. I don't know. I'll figure it out. What's the worst that could happen? You know what's really bad is I gotta. Oh my gosh, I'm only halfway through this point ladder. Hold on, let me show you what's worse though. Oh, my free-to-play account is not started. Whoopsie! I should figure this out. You're slipping. You're falling off. You're washed. You've blown it. You gooned it. Wait. Who did I give my child? It was oh my gosh, it was Saber. Alright, is there any team I can build on this account that can do this 90++ easy? What was the arrangement of this 90++? Hold on. $313. All right, hold on. I don't think this is gonna be. This might be difficult. Main thing I want to do is grab my own Berserker Castoria. Oh, who do I want to lock on the chocolate to? That actually could war. Hold on. Just test with a 50% charge C. If I do... Saw the anti-hero reincarnation story you mentioned the other time and got a manga? Yeah, no, that's how I found it, is the manga serialization. It's weird. I'm glad that you get to suffer through it with me. I don't know if I would call it peak, my dude. What, Fidel? What is... Uh-oh. Ew. Go on. Wait, Fidel, are you saying the manga's the cursed thing that grates your subscription feed, or something else? You'll just take a screenshot? Oh, you don't want to spread it to the rest of us? You don't want to share with the class? Oh, why? Oh, why is that a thing? Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give Mew the special chocolate. Just so I can get art, because that's art's up. Let's see here. Muse is easy to spot. So this should make it so now Castaway has 50% arts up, so next turn I should be fine. Her Valentine scene is very funny. The combo screens are just, oh, Fidel, why would you link that? Fidel, what are you trying to do here? That's disgusting. I didn't know Fidel was such a furry. Oh, here's a Twitter post. Amazon has announced that users' addresses will be visible to people who purchase gifts from their wish lists. Cool. Way to make sure no one ever uses that function ever again. Okay, I should give some Bond Grills here. That man should have some standards, please. Why would you play any fighting game? Like, you gotta have some standards. Oh, do these expire in 2 days? I should probably use those. The barrel has no bottom. Oh, dude, you see that New York is suing Valve? I mean, really, New York? I know you're like bankrupt, but like, they're saying that it's Counter-Strike 2 that's leading children to gamble. It's not FIFA. No. It's Counter-Strike 2. The children. You know how much the children love Counter-Strike 2. Curb, that's literally what I just said. Curb, I literally was just saying that New York is suing Valve and saying Counter-Strike 2 is leading kids to gamble. But it's not FIFA and Roblox. No. It's the evil Gabe Newell. Oh, see you drop already. How fancy of me. When you type in GG in Roblox, it's not good game, it's grooming and gambling. New York really is just a state for stupid people. Look, I stand by this. California and New York are, in fact, just containment zones for dumb people. No offense if you live in either of those states, but you might be being contained. I don't need to be there. I'm good. Dude, I would never move to New York. I actually would rather jump off a cliff. Wow. Low roll. Actually, I don't think I need to give Miu the arts up. I think I can give that to Castoria. I don't think I'd want to live in Canada. I'm gonna be honest. I still think I'd rather live in the United States. Canada is Diet America with more suicide. Isn't that like their third most common death is medically assisted suicide? Yeah, where they convince teenagers to kill themselves. Medically, of course. This isn't TikTok. I can say suicide. I'm not going to say unalive. The word is suicide. At least it's free suicide. Oh yeah, this works pretty well. I'm glad I can just borrow my own Castoria. Unfortunately, it does use swap, but what can you do? Now, swap is for losers, but this account is not. This is not a. Once again, free to play account. I gotta make do. Wife swap. Wife swap. Guys, would you do wife swap? That just seems horrible. That was a show, right? Is it getting cucked? To do a wife swap on TV? Now it's called swinging? Oh my gosh. Before it's called getting cucked. Now it's swinging. You know what? I really should update the top banner. I was okay. This is what you guys think I'm like. This is what you think like my day is. I swear, this image. When I start streaming, you're like, "This is Rio Emerald right now." Except not Asian. That dude doesn't have Baja Blast. Dude, that is... I actually don't have Baja Blast right now, I ordered... So, here's the thing. I would have Mountain Dew right now, but I don't. Because I ordered Mountain Dew, and they delivered it. But they delivered not zero version of Mountain Dew. And I'm not keen on drinking a bunch of, you know, sugar water. No, that's for Code Red. For Code Red, I get the syrup. There's no real difference between the normal and zero? Yes, there is, Hacks. Sugar. There's a huge difference between the normal and zero. Like 140 calories a can difference. Hacks, you know that the zero version has no sugar, right? Oh my gosh, you guys are like crazy, like pseudoscience nonsense people when it comes to food. You're like, actually, the artificial sweeteners they use are secretly a poison that's giving you mega cancer. I heard it in a dream once. I'm an armchair doctor. I will not ask Grok. You absolute buffoon. Good news, I actually don't need swap. Yeah, the amount of artificial, like, what is it? You have to drink, like, what is it, like 25 cans a day to get to what the US says begins, well, not even the US, like anywhere begins to encroach on dangerous levels, or like levels that may even have an effect. Hacks, you don't know. What do you mean I drink it too often? I'm not even drinking it right now. Hacks, you've made up some delusional version in your head that I sit here chugging soda all day. You've seen the cottage cheese man? Okay. Yeah, trust me, I'm not drinking anywhere close to... It is water. It is water. Water. That sounds like Mountain Dew, not water. How you don't know that there's no winning with you people. You're all too stupid to live. I will not get rid of seed oils. I will eat my seed oils. You can't stop me from eating seed oils. I think no matter what I ate or drank, you hacks, you and a couple others would find something to complain about or like to point out going, actually, here's why I'm morally superior in what I eat. Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm like, just for a while, I was like, I'm enjoying eating cottage cheese. And you're like, you guys, you're eating way too much cottage cheese. Oh, I can fix that. Hate these nuts. Okay, hold on a second. I think you guys are crazy. Like, okay, so a sandwich with bread, mayonnaise, cheese, and 2 different lunch meats. That's a sandwich. That's a perfectly fine sandwich. What's wrong with that sandwich? I did get hate. People are like, oh, that's not a real sandwich. That's gross. It's Kewpie mayo. That makes it okay. No, Kewpie. Dude, that reminds me, speaking of broken stuff, I thought a key on my keyboard was broken today because the way I switch my keyboard between my work computer and my home computer, is like it's a keyboard command, right, for the KVM, and it's right control twice and then page up or page down, right? But it wasn't working. It wouldn't switch. Like it was staying on the work computer, and I'm like, what happened? And I'm like, did the switch die or something? And I'm like, I couldn't get it to work or anything like that. And I learned after like 10 minutes of like struggling with this, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the manual, the KVM, to see if there's something I missed. And it's like, you can change the hotkey to swap to change inputs by pressing the input key plus F1. So somehow, accidentally, I had hit right control F1, which switched it to left control page up and down. Which, I don't know what situation caused me to hit right control twice and then F1. I just blocked. I'm gonna block hacks on Discord. He pinged me a picture of a sandwich. A bread covered in too much mayo and a single slice of cheese. Burgers are sandwiches, yes. 100%. Curb, seed oils aren't poison. Not all sandwiches are burgers, but all burgers are sandwiches. Just like squares and rectangles. Everything is poison in high enough quantity. Hot dogs are sandwiches, but not all sandwiches are hot dogs. It's very easy. This stupid pseudo-intellectual debate that people have about this is so dumb. Not Curb. The worst kind of oil, I believe, like if you cook in lavender oil, if that becomes, you know, like gets in your lungs, you die or something. I'm pretty sure that's worse. Thousand-degree knife. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no. I had enough charge. I thought I made a mistake. I mean, I did, but, like, it didn't negatively impact me. So when YouTube just found out they were 9 minutes behind the current stream time and reacting to things on a delay? Congrats! I did notice your cherry float message a little bit ago, and I was like, what is that about? I'm like, what is he going on about? Oh, can I? I'm gonna here's oh, hold on, just cut off a YouTube comment on the latest Smobcast. Someone's like, it's when we were going over the app media poll of servants people want strengthened. They were like, it's not a survey of which servants need to be ranked up. It's just which servants have the highest popularity. If you can't read Japanese, use Google Translate instead of spreading false information without understanding. App Media mentioned that themselves. The title of the page is this: 2026 Strengthening Wanted Servants. I don't know how this word is pronounced, but I know it means strengthening. That it's like, really, dude? I saw a post earlier talking about how Tsukihime is going to be banned in Europe now, or banned in the UK or whatever. Because, you know, the UK or something recently chose not to pass a law banning real life incest, but they are passing a law banning fictional depictions of incest. So real incest is okay in the UK, but fictional incest, ooh, there's a problem. It's the UK, I believe. Yeah, it is the UK. Remember, you're perfectly allowed to marry your cousin over in the UK. But if you draw a picture and say that it's two drawings and one of them's their cousin, now it's 5 years in jail. What sense does that make? You know they're messed up when they fail to make incest illegal. I guess it's in their blood. Wait, what a way to spoil Tsukihime. Please, if you... Everyone knows that Akia is one of the roots. That's not a spoiler. I'm sorry, Tsukihime is like 25 years old. I can't be held responsible for spoiling something that's 25 years old. Nezumi, what in all 50 states? Dude, I haven't watched or read everything there is to see in the world. I have no clue when her next banner is, but she's good. You should roll her. This is so quiet, I can't hear the song. Yeah, no, I will say I don't believe that in the United States first cousin marriage is a thing. I don't think I've ever seen someone who does that. Like even in the haha let's joke about Alabama and Arkansas, like have you ever actually met someone in the United States that married their cousin? Hey, NP, I'm sorry. The Trump's crew isn't gonna go and make incest the next big thing. But yeah. Oh. Did anyone... another... Speaking of stupid inbred people, did anyone see the clip of DSP talking about the Wendy's sauce holder? Has anyone seen that clip? So on the Wendy's nugget boxes, right? The lids have a hole you can punch in them. So when you open the lid, you can set the sauce cup in the punched in hole so that the sauce cup is held in place and keeps the lid down, right? So you can eat your nuggets and dip it. What DSP did is he took a nugget out, punched the hole in, set the sauce on top, so it's now weighing down the box, weighing down the lid over the other nuggets. And he's like, well, yeah, this is bad design. Now if I try to open the box lid to get another nugget, it knocks the sauce out. I'm gonna see if I can find it on Twitter. Oh, I found it. I found it. Hold on.
I don't really care. 3-piece tenders that's crushed, completely smashed in. Oh, you see, what they did is they gave you a hole in the box so you can do this. And you can then
look at this. He's so stupid.
And the sauce won't go everywhere. It stays in the box. See that? Okay. But I will ask this: That's fine for your first tender. When you go for the next one, what happens? You open it and the sauce goes everywhere.
What happened? You open it.
This man can't be real. Like,
You're an idiot.
he's too stupid to be alive. Like, what? I don't understand how one can be so dumb. I'm gonna spend tickets here. Who's the best use of tickets to randomly get? I think it's actually just Lohi. No, I think it's real. I think he really is that dumb. You know, I don't really care for stews. Speaking of food and stews, because I don't like the flavor of stewed potatoes. Like when you stew potatoes, it imparts a particular flavor to things. Like I'm fine with stews if they don't have potatoes in them, but like once it has, you know, once you stew a potato in something, that stewed potato flavor I actually just don't like. Right, I'm saying, like, I don't like, you know, like the typical meat and potato stew. Like, you know, when you say stew, people think meat and potatoes. No, what do you... Nezumi, that just got recommended to me the other day. Like yesterday. The guy who's got his perpetual stew for the past like 300 days. Kinda gross. What do you think the difference between soup and stew is? Thickness. Oh, look what the solid ratio. Dude, speaking of that, my brother made a pizza the other, you know, a couple days ago. Except sometimes I wonder, like, if when he's looking at recipes, he just glances at the recipes instead of reading them. Because you know how you're supposed to put, like, cornmeal or semolina flour on the thing to stop it from sticking? He did not use cornmeal. He put cornstarch. Now, cornstarch does not do the same thing. It does not make the pizza release from the stone easier. In fact, it glues it. Does he play Yu-Gi-Oh? No. He does play some sort of D&D thing, though. I don't know what it is. What did you link, Hacks? I think this horse skull imprinted on me. What's wrong with you? Uh-oh. I should not have pressed that button. Can I salvage this? I don't think I can. I accidentally misclicked. I'm also glad that I've seen people dunking on localizers on Twitter again about replacing things like eh with whoopsie instead of just doing tee or heh. I'm glad that as a society we've evolved to be able to do this. To make fun of stupid word replacements. Oh gosh, do I have enough charge? No. Is there anything I can do here? Also, yeah, I understand you're like, oh, you know, eh might not be like what an English speaker would say, but an English speaker sure would say heh or hee or haha or something like that. Like, I'm sorry. Or like the one where like the Japanese, Chinese, and Korean are all going ta-da, and the English one does something, I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't ta-da, which is... Yeah, no, Melt is not my Grand Lancer, not on this account. Not on my main account either. It's Melusine on that account. Well, my missing MP was due to a mistake on my part. Also, I think this is very funny. Overwatch had to disable text chat because if you type in a bunch of less than signs, it crashes the game. What happened? How'd you do that? I think tada is English for tada. Well, I mean, because tada is something people say already. You know what I hate though is I hate the stupid localizer slop, but I hate how every absolute drooling moron, like mouth breathing moron on Twitter is like, oh, we should just get AI to replace it. No, you morons, just hire people who do their job. Don't get AI slop to replace it. Just hire people who are, just make sure people do the job. I don't want AI slop to replace translators. I just want translators. When doing like magic tricks, ta-da is a thing people say, yes. Curb, no one I don't want AI translator slop. Curb, I just said Curb, I don't know if you were listening, but I literally said I'm tired of the dumb mouth breathers on Twitter saying just replace localizers with AI. Curb, translation machine? You mean an AI? Okay. I can't tell if he's trolling me or not.
楽しい時間はここまでだ。現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出す。この希望を知っているから。ホープ・ウィル・キャメロット輝きこちらです。
I hate low damage rolls. If I had the ability to like create some sort of like super virus that just like corrupted and destroyed every AI slop program and data center in the world, I would use it. I'd use that 100%.
現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出す。この希望を知っているから。ホープ・ウィル・キャメロット。
I would also press the button that puts Sam Altman into a permanent coma.
お見事でした、ミコ様。まだまだだよ。もっとイリアを見つけに行こう。
Chupacabra, what do you mean the system you're using on your bank are using AI? What are you talking about? Is Alco free to play friendly? No. I mean, she's about as unfree to play friendly as anyone else. You want MP copies on her. Yeah, I'm referring to LLMs. Like, the old things of like, oh, your video game AI for like pathing and stuff like that, that's fine. It's LLMs that I hate. So like ChatGPT and like Grok and like Copilot. Curb, how can you be sick of Windows then be jerking off AI translations? You love AI slop, apparently. Pick one side. Look, you'll get more value out of Space Rush than Alco. Look, I like Alco. But Alco is like a pain to use. True, we should buff Alco. And Melusine. I wouldn't say Paladin Mash is better Alco, because Alco doesn't change back. Alco, if you're gonna be in the fight for multiple turns, like, and you want to AoE every turn, Alco does have good NP gain, looping, like, once you get her started, she's fine.
彼方の月を見てよ。揺れる木陰、沈む夕日、万象の営みすべてにリリアは存在する。ピンク色の夢をあなたと。楽しい時間はここまでだ。
You just spend your SQ savings on Semiramis. Why Semiramis?
開門
You must really like Semiramis because Semiramis is terrible.
聖剣抜刀最新よ。
Also, do you notice that the English name for Ordeal Call 2 is not like trash waste heap? It's like inescapable Gehenna. Lame. My trash name. What is Gehenna? Gehenna is like a concept of, oh, what is it? It's like a place of like punishment. Yeah, a place of divine punishment. It's like hell.
あなたも
No, it's not America.
軽やかに終わったらみんなでね。願いが今、形をなす。それは汚れなき世界。さあ、一緒に溶け合おう。ミルク色の夢をあなたと。
Yeah, they changed the name.
旅立ちの誓い、グゼの童話。幾度羽は汚れても、冬の鳥は雨を越えて、その希望は消えはしない。ホープウィル・キャメロット。戦闘終了。お見事でした、ミコ様。まだまだだよ。もっとイリアを見つけに行こう。
Oh, they would burn trash. That explains the name in JP. The trash waste heap. Curb, what are you talking about? Who is May? Curb, no one knows who you are talking about. With me? What localizer? For who? For what? For where? What service? What product are we talking about?
ミコ様、お勤め温度は人肌でございます。あー、ブルブル。運命をかけた戦いであれば、早炊きですよ。
May Overwatch.
彼方の月よ、陸を耐えて。揺れる木陰、沈む夕日、万象の営みすべてにリリアは存在する。ミルク色の夢をあなたと。
May from HSR. Is there a May in Honkai Star Rail?
リリア、下がっているような服装で。物語を語りましょう。旅立ちの誓い。
Oh wait, Ruon May. You're right.
羽は汚れても、冬の鳥は雨を越えて。その
Dude, I say her name like it's a single object, Ruon May. In my mind, it's like a single object, not two names. Gonna cortisol.
ご承覧ください。軽やかに終わったらみんなでね。さあ、ミルク色の
Hey, Plushy, thanks for the 69 minus 2 bits. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
一緒に溶け合おう。ミルク色の夢をあなたと。対厄祭大儀式開門。ロンゴミミアドから エクスカリバーに変装。聖剣抜刀。最新よ、我らが罪を許したまえ。当然とはいえ嬉しいものですね。皆さんのおかげです。
Captain Ahab level of hate? Wow, way to get literary with us. Ah, I didn't need to see this on Twitter. But since I get it, you guys get to see it anyway. I think that's the worst thing I've seen in a while. Dude, I don't know. Do you want Overwatch to collab with Fate?
物語を語りましょう。旅立ちの誓い、グゼの童話。幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えて、その希望は消えはしない。ホープウィル・キャメロット、決めちゃおうか。大きく華やかに、健やかにたくましく。
Oh, right. Demi at Overwatch. Yeah, that's Reaper skin. Yeah, let's go. That'd be funny. Woke is whatever you deem it to be. Woke is a state of mind. Woke is whatever I don't like. Woke is when someone makes a decision I disagree with ideologically. Jewish call common skill. Why? Just work around it. I'm sorry, did it filter that message? Hold on, I wasn't looking. Yeah, Plushy, look. In context, it's fine, but like out of context, the statement's a little out of pocket, don't you think?
ホープウィル・キャメロット。そっちは危ない。強く。
Oh no, they're adding the Star Rail people to Fortnite.
ご承覧ください。どんな服も軽やかにご注文承りました。楽しい時間はここまでだ。
The models kind of look spot on.
万象の営みすべてにリリアが存在する。魅力色の夢を
Like that looks correct. I mean, if only I actually liked Kafka or Blade. But I don't. I don't really care about them. I don't dislike them, but like they're not characters I'm particularly like gung-ho about. Now if you added Firefly there. Or hit Star Rail character Saber.
第3ホーブ展開。アルトリアーバスベルト超新流系早だけですカルウ早だけですカルウェナ早だけですカルウェナ
I don't particularly care for Clara. I would take Sparkle though.
万象の営みすべてにリリアが存在する魅力色の夢をあなたと そっか行く現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず
Oh, Nezumi, you know that a lot of translations, they hire someone to do the translations and then they don't look at it because they don't speak the language. That's why they hired a translator. Dude, you see they're making a Grisaya gotcha game or something like that? I'm sorry, I have never really cared about any of the Grisaya spin-offs. Like, I like Grisaya, but like, the spin-offs just don't... I can only assume it's a gotcha game. Like... It's like on Android and iOS. I can only assume this is a gotcha game, right? Like, what else would it be? Wait, which one is his sister? I don't, what? Oh, that's right. His sister. I actually didn't read the I only read the first Grisaya, so I didn't read the thing where he bangs his sister. I'm sorry.
投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからフォークイルキャメロット決めちゃうんだ
Banned in the UK? Unfortunate. Dude, you guys all watch Strange Fake. I love when Fate does these like things where a character is just kind of giving like a speech. I really loved the part where Dumas is just kind of going off. I like rewatched that like twice because I'm like, that's such a cool scene. I don't know why it appeals to me. I don't know why it's so cool. I can't put into words why it's neat, but it is. I guess it's like it's the music and the presentation. Dumas is definitely like, I think one of, definitely like top 3 favorite of the characters, because like every scene he's in, he's entertaining or interesting or doing something. He's a better Shakespeare. Yeah, he's just a better Shakespeare is what he is. They'll be back with another 12 later, I'm sure. Oh, the Richard versus Enkidu scene I also did rewatch a couple times. Just because of like it flows so well. Would I don't know if I grail him, but I definitely roll for him. Whoops. Oh, I still got the charge. He's definitely a character I would not be upset of them releasing as a collab character. Unfortunately, he is French. He would be a 3-star. You couldn't see Dumas as anything other than like a pure support, right? If they were going to release him. Oh, I also like how they upload the OST names, right? And like the most recent one was like Arcade DS. Yeah, it's this one here. RKDS F1 RIA. I like it because if you know, obviously this looks jumbled to us, but if you know how the Japanese pronounce it, it's RKDS, like Alcides, right? And then Philia. Like it's like, oh, it's just Alcides and Philia's theme. And like they're all kind of like that.
り本当に必要？
Like this one. Like, okay, so 3 and 4, Sanshi. San Shin. Like assassin. They're all named like this, where it's like you gotta read it out in a way, and you know what it says. It's so funny. I love that. Yeah, fun times though with that. Oh, is Fate Redline not consistently releasing? That makes sense. It's a Fate spinoff. Fate spinoffs asking for consistent release. Challenge impossible. Prisma Ilia is not consistent. None of them are consistent. Prisma Ilia, like, is at its end, it feels like, but it's felt like that for like 3 years. As chapters slowly come out. I think Kuro's still dead in Prisma Ilia. Wait, no. Didn't she just come? She might not be anymore. I don't know. Who was that in the latest chapter? I don't remember. I spoiled it. It happened like 5 years ago. It's not a spoiler. Oh yeah, Ufotable did say that the Mahotsukai no Yoru movie is releasing this year though. So that'll be a thing. Yeah, the Mihoyo is a series of movies. It's like 3 movies or something. I wonder how much they'll cover in the movie. Yeah, Mahoyo isn't nearly as long as other Type Moon works. I have been reading it recently. I started this past week reading Mahoyo because I hadn't read it before. And I'm like, I should actually read it. Mahoyo definitely is Nasu writing, though. I'm glad that someone on Steam made a patch for Mahoyo that fixes the romanization error. Well, romanization, not errors, but like, so like, for some reason, the official translation of Mahoyo uses a like old localization or old like romanization where like they like just letters don't make sense. Like Shizuki is spelled Sizuki instead of Shi, and it drives me mad to no end. Like I can't stand reading it because I hear something so vastly different than what is written. It's like, and they also anytime like there's a zoo, they put it as du instead. So do instead of zoo. So you hear this like in names you hear zoo, but they write do. And I'm like, why? Why do you like this? No, it's on PC only. I mean, I'm sure there might be a Switch version, but I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, I'm sure that the final volume of Strange Fate is releasing this year. And then we're gonna get to collab. I mean, I get it, but like Mahotsukai being translated as witch is not like an uncommon like translation, right? I understand that, like, oh, but when they say like witch, like in like Fate, like witches are different. Like it's like a different word. Witches they use like Majo instead of Mahotsukai. So like they're different words even. So but like, I mean, who knows why? Like, but like, that's the translation that Nasu's had for like forever, right? Like calling it, you know, using witch in that context. Like translating Majo as witch and having like Mahotsukai also be like witch, but they're separate witches. Like I just think of those as like separate things. But like they don't ever use like Mahotsukai to in like the term of like witch, right? I think it's just a naming scheme. Like it's just to make the name flow better. Because like in like if you have like in like English, if you have a female magic user, what's the most common thing? You either go for like witches and wizards in English, right? Really, what? Oh, yes. That is an auto mod. I have, in fact, banned that word. Look, Witch on the Holy Night is just a nice sounding name. I think it's fine for in the name of the for the name of the visual novel to be that. You
対厄災大儀式
Yeah, but look, if you read the visual novel, then you'll understand.
リーダーに変装聖剣抜刀最新よ我らが罪を許しさまえ
戦闘終了。お見事でした、ミコ様。
まだまだだよもっとイディアを見つけに行こう第2第3フォーグ展開アルトリア・アバロン出るぞこのミルク最新ちょっと聞いて熱を帯びなさい要請接続
Look, everyone. Mahoyo itself is an abbreviation that the Japanese use. Mahotsukai no Yoru is the actual name. Using Mahoyo as the official English name would be confusing to people, I think. I think it's just a name, it's fine. Yeah, Nasu is like Nasu's thing with Artoria is a mistake and a hill he'll die on for some reason.
旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度で羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロットはあ
Now, like, okay, I don't have a problem with Tam Lin, to be honest.
あなたもミコ様のご幸をご承覧くださいどんな服軽やかにご注文承りました
Because Tam Lin is literally just a title. And in JP, it's just written as Yosei Kishi, which is just literally Fairy Knight. But like, in all the marketing stuff, from a month after Lost Belt 6, there was stuff that said Tam Lin.
現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているから
So like, it wasn't just some weird localization thing, you know, NA came up with 2 years later. It's something that Nasu clearly wrote. The only thing I don't understand is why in the original Japanese, if it was clearly determined so early on, to the point that they had material goods for sale within like a month, why they never used Ruby text of it in-game. I feel like that would have
戦争ですね
made more sense, but, you know.
丸みや要請接続要請
Yeah, everyone just used their real names, too. That's true.
感じながっているように出すねそれは汚らなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと
Okay, here's another case. Fairy Knight Gawain is really long for the game to display as text down there. Yosei Kishi being only 4 kanji is not very long. Tam Lin being only 6 characters is not very long. Fairy Knight is very long.
夏の種族そっか現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからフォークウィル・キャメロット
Blame Morgan? Yeah, we can always blame Morgan for everything.
やっちゃって健やかにたくましく思いが溢れてくる
ミコ様のご幸をご承覧ください。
合わせていこっかご注文承りました
Dude, the single's gonna see that poll from At Media, see how everyone wants a Morgan buff, and then they're gonna buff
沈む夕日
Morgan.
万象の営みすべてにリリアが存在するピルク色の夢
No, it was 140 characters. Salt. Not 120.
物語を語りましょう。旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度跳ね分けられても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロットリリアがいっぱい幸せ
Look, I also don't have any issues with Ash as the name, but Tonalico is a cuter sounding name, so I'm gonna stick with that. 'I do think though when it is just their name, it's a little bit risky to do it. Because like then you do end up with the dissonance of when lines are voiced. Hearing them say Tonalico, but the name reading differently.
幾度跳ね分けられても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロット
I get why, because Tonalico's name is actually, it's just the name of the tree, and they're just sticking with that. Her name is just the tree name. But like, and like, it definitely lets it make sense to people, like, you know, actually, I don't know. Are people literate enough to know what an ash tree is? Like, do they don't even know how to pronounce the name. They say Ask. They probably don't even, like, 90% of the people probably don't even know how to read her name right.
としても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホープウィル
Looking at Zumi, that is true. But outright changing things and rewriting things, which is the main complaint with localizers, is localizers like to act like they are creative writers themselves when they are nothing but failed writers and they just need to translate things instead of making their own fan fiction. I remember I saw recently the Saga localization director who's on Twitter going, you know, it's really cringe when characters call out their attack names, so I like to replace it with other sentences and lines that I feel are more appropriate. And I'm like, shut up and jump off a bridge, break your legs, you stupid moron. Like,
一緒に溶け合おう
they're saying their attack names. If you think it's cringe, then don't, like, I'm sorry, I don't care if a character in my anime game is calling out their attack names.
そっか行くリリア
Like, Zhulang becomes Koming. Well, that just has to do with, like, you know, it's why Huyan Zhou is also Koen Shaku. Like, because, like, there's the Chinese name, which for some reason the NA version uses, and then they have Japanese names that the JP version uses. But the JP version also sometimes uses the Japanese name, but we never use the Japanese name. So, like... So, like, you hear, like, in the JP thing, it's always, like, Koen Shaku instead of Huyan Zhou.
願いが今そっか形をなす揺れる木陰沈む夕日万象の営みすべてにリリアが存在するピルク色の夢をあなたと物語を語りましょう
Take a long walk off a short pier.
グゼの童話幾度で跳ね分けられても冬の
I think you mean pier like P-I-E-R.
希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロット
Oh, another CE drop. Yeah, I don't know why they, like, I don't know why Fate decided to use the Chinese names for characters in every translation, where the Japanese version uses the Japanese names. Outside of, like, maybe familiarity, because I don't think anyone would know. Like, someone might know Huiyan Zhou, but they wouldn't know Koen Shaku. Like, I don't know who these people are who know who Huiyan Zhou is. Yeah, but also, like, they are, you know, their real name is not the Japanese name. The Japanese name is the name Japanese people gave them to refer to them, and not that. Yeah, it looks like slop. It's gonna be slop, you know that, right? Just wait for the Persona collab. Ah, yes. That'll be the end of it. Oh, I should buy it. Dude, I wouldn't know so many historical characters if I didn't play Fate, especially Chinese ones. It's not my own ignorance, but I wouldn't know who Shi Hongdi was if not for Fate Grand Order. I'm sorry. Some Chinese emperor dude who drank mercury and died? Wow. All your knowledge of Japanese history comes from Sengoku runs and FGO. Is the new Dante's okay at MP1? I mean, like, hell, fine, but aim for MP2. Dude, I wouldn't even know who, like, any of the Chinese characters are without FGO. And most of the Japanese ones, like, I'm sorry, I don't know who, I wouldn't know who, Plushie, literally the first emperor, by the way. Plushie, I'm sorry, as an American, I don't need to know who the first emperor of China was. Thank you for the bits, though, but I don't need to know who the first emperor of China was. Shi Hongdi is not a name, it means Emperor of Origin? Well, what's his name then? He has another name in FGO, but I can't ever remember it. I just remember Shi Hongdi. Ying Zheng? Dude, I can't. I can barely say that. Well, remember it. Oh yeah, name the first emperor of China. Checkmate. Name the first president of the United States. George Washington. Oh crap.
コープウィル・キャメロット戦闘終了次は普段の私でお願いします。行こうリディア。
It is weird how there's so few American servants.
カルメナ妖精接続運命を鍵と戦いであればリディアの波動リディアよーし出すね。それは汚れなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと
Oh, plus you don't know the second it's John Adams. I actually don't know if I could name them all in order. Because there's some that I'm like, they were around there. They were somewhere in there.
楽しい時間はここまでだリディアやる対薬剤代議士
There's some guy, like, there's some people, like, in there that, like, no one remembers.
政権抜刀最新よ我らが罪を許したまえ
Can I name Roman emperors? No.
ミコ様のご幸をご承覧ください。
軽やかに終わったらみんなでねさあミルク色の空へ出すね揺れる木陰沈む
You can name 3 Roman emperors because you think about Rome once a day.
リディアは存在するミルク色の夢をあなたと
Wait, could I?
大儀式開門ロンゴミニアドからエクスカリバーに変装政権抜刀
Yeah, we need more American servants.
我らが罪を許したまえ
I don't know who we would have. There's gotta be something.
普段の3倍疲れた
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
ミコ様、お勤めのお時間。
Dude, yeah, because he rides a boat on the Delaware. He's a rider class. Foreigner Davy Crockett? That'd be funny.
早立てですカルメナ願いが今形をなす揺れる木陰沈む夕日万象の営みすべてにリディアは存在するミルク色の夢をあなたと 楽しい時間はここまでだ物語を語りましょう旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度跳ね分けられても
Fun fact on David Crockett, that is, I have a relation. My great grandmother's last name was Crockett, and there is like a family relation if you go back enough. It is not direct, but there is a connection. 現実 But yeah, there's your secret. Use that to dox me. My great grandmother's last name was Crockett. Find that. Good luck, nerds.
お手をどうぞマスターさん。安全な場所までご案内いたします。ようこそレオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチの強化ラボへ。
Dude, I'm getting so many drops on the CE here. Well, the CE art is nice. The CE itself, I think, is kind of pointless. BB seething in the background. Sign of Spring is the name of the CE. But yeah, give us more Americans. And anyone but obscure Japanese figure number 27,000. Oh, without that NP gain up, I have to use this on her. It doesn't save a button click, no! Did I use Castoria's NP? Or did I just card? I did discard accidentally. I get so absorbed in clicking buttons that I forget to click the right buttons. But yeah, unrelated. They're gonna release extra records soon, right? They're gonna like drop it. Like they're gonna. So it's gonna be FGO 11th anniversary, right? And they're gonna be on stage and they're gonna be like, an extra record is released right now, and it's gonna like shadow drop, right? Right, guys?
揺れる木陰沈む夕日万象の営みすべてにリリアは存在する魅力色の夢をあなたとよーし出すね現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホープイルキャメロット
It is going to get a global release for sure, because like it said like English as an option, right?
揺れる木陰沈む夕日万象の営みすべてにリリアは存在する魅力色の夢をあなたと物語を語りましょう旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしないホープウィル・キャメロット
No, I'm not bothering Maya. Did you hear her bark? That also wasn't Maya. That was Emmy.
ミコ様
Emmy is upset because my mother is in the hospital right now. For it's nothing serious. She was just having something. And so she always spends time with my mother, and she's very upset that my mother isn't here. And so what she's taken to doing is to going into my closet and dragging out everything out of the laundry basket and rolling in it. It's gross. Stop doing that. Is Durga worth pulling for? Do you like Durga? Then yes. If you don't particularly like Durga, then no. She's not like crazy good. She's just another AoE arts archer. She's not like crazy good. Plus, you would know he 120'd her, and he's always trash talking her. You know, for all the noise filtering I have, the fact that it can pick up the dogs in the other room is shocking. How does it do that? Like, I have filters on. How does it... I guess they're like... My keyboard typing doesn't get picked up, and that's right in front of this thing. But, like... Right? Like, it shouldn't pick up my keyboard type. Hold on. Yeah, you don't like hear me typing on the keyboard there, right? No, I was typing on the keyboard the entire time. Look, I'll prove it here. I mean. Anyway. But yeah. It is funny though, because apparently the headset I use at work, I was talking with a coworker, and she was like, "Wow, you type super fast." Because I was writing up an email as I was talking to her, and I'm like, "Oh, you can hear that? Oh no, that means everyone can hear it when I'm doing it." Have a good night, you mans.
さあイルク色の空へそれは汚れなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうイルク色の
Dorodanya? That's a name. Hard to pronounce. Watch it. When I shut my door though, you definitely hear that. Bang! Dorodanya, more like Midodania. Anyway. I mean, he's okay. I've never felt particularly compelled to use the guy, but you know what? Actually, where is he on the buff list? I wish that media had a dark mode. Holy cow. Oh no. He's below Lilith. He's below Creamhild. He's below Ibuki. He's below Bunyan. Oh, here he is with 27 votes. Has there been any shakeup in the leaderboard? Let's see here. Alco is creeping ever closer. No, nothing's changed since. Where's Tonalico on this? Castoria is 38. Tonalico 66. 69. Nice. Wait, who's 67? There's no 67! Because there's two 66s! Ooh. Quick, someone go vote for Tonalico. So Musashi becomes 6-7. You wouldn't dare do such a thing to me.
現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホーピングキャメラスト
True. Unfortunately, there are, of course, no Canadian heroes, as Canada has never done anything heroic. They do commit war crimes, but that's about...
形をなすそれは汚れなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホーピングキャメラスト疲れた普段の3倍疲れた
No, no, that was before Canada was a thing. Wait, Myth, are you asking if Canada commits war crimes more than the US? Look, Canada is the reason their things are considered war crimes. Because until if it's not written down, you can't do it. Canada has done it.
さあ圧倒しますミルク色の空へなすねそれは汚れなき世界
In Canada, it's more of a Geneva suggestion instead of a convention to them. At least old Canada. I don't know if new Canada would commit war crimes.
夏のしずくいきます
Who's the five-star that needs more buffs?
対厄災代議士
I mean,
開門ロンゴミニアドからエクスカリバーに変装聖剣抜刀最新よ我らが罪を許したまえ
what five stars need the most buffs? I think Maid Alter really is like the worst 5-star. That's the highest on the list. Like, she's actually bad. Shi Hung Di, actually bad. Space Ishtar can use a buff. Sigurd could use a buff. Valentine Cassidy isn't Murasaki. Oh gosh. What's her name? I'm blanking on her name. Komachi.
さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと
Yeah, Komachi is the name.
旅立ちの誓いグゼの童話幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその希望は消えはしない
No, don't use welfare coins for grail casting. We don't know if NA is gonna refund the coins. The coin refund was a JP thing that we do not know. That was a compensation thing. We don't know if that's gonna be a thing. The only reason they gave coins back is because of, well, who knows? You know, it's because of their Pen 5 debacle.
マルミアドは運命を激し戦いであればさあ夏のしずく色の空へそれは汚れなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと
You know what? Sometimes I think it's listening to me because I open Twitter and I see this. A computer can never be court-martialed. Therefore, a computer is a great choice for committing war crimes. Oh, dude, I ran it on the Smob this week. But has anyone else been accosted by the dreaded safe for work tagged art that is in fact porn? Okay, so the art on Twitter that is tagged safe for work but is in fact porn. On Twitter, yes. So last week, for a couple days, I would see, like, there would be these images that are like safe for work, and it is literally just like some female character humping a table, like no holds barred, just all out there type thing. And it happened twice. And I'm like, really? This is the trend? Like, I gotta go on a purge. Yeah, so like it was really annoying, I'm gonna be honest. I had to like go on like a Twitter blocking purge to get rid of stuff, and now my Twitter thankfully is restored to what it always has been. For some reason, Overwatch posts and a copious amounts of Japanese art. This picture's cool though. Way to go, Prelati and Prelati. You've seen the table trend? Yeah, it's not great when they tag it safe for work. They gotta, like, I should have reported those accounts. Like, I feel like there should be consequences.
色の夢をあなたと。楽しいよ。よーし。ですね。物語を語りましょう。
I mean, they're doing it for attention. That's what they're doing it for.
幾度羽は汚れても冬の鳥は雨を越えてその
The evils of mankind. They're the true evils of mankind. Table humping makes you evil? I mean, it might. It's kind of a weird thing to do, I'm gonna be honest. Thanks for the sub soon. Yeah. Cody Geass went over this. Yeah, you're right. Have we learned nothing from Code Geass?
投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホープイルキャメラット疲れた普段の3倍疲れた
Oh, did you guys see MangaDex disabled their delete account button? Oh, they're scummy. They're gonna do it. Watch. MangaDex, one of those manga piracy websites that the internet thinks is gonna try and go corpo.
ビリヤビリよーしですね揺れる木陰沈む夕日万象の営みすべてにビリヤが存在するピンク色の夢をあなたと
And it's a shame because there wasn't really any, and I'm not aware of any like sites that were better. It's a shame that these websites die or ruin themselves like this. Well, don't gatekeep it from me. It's just some porn website. It's like, this is where I read my hentai.
楽しい時間はここに感じますそれは汚れなき世界さあ一緒に溶け合おうミルク色の夢をあなたと
Oh.
現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホープイルキャメラット
Interesting. A website.
お手をどうぞ
I'll keep that to myself.
安全な場所までご案内いたします
Is it full of ads? Or do you have to have an ad blocker? True, and then that website got shut down though.
私の力が必要なら
Oh no.
上にある音頑張れる
I like how they were like Bateau.to cost $5.1 billion in losses. I'm sorry. You didn't lose $5.1 billion. No one's gonna pay that much. No one was gonna buy your stuff.
ビリヤが存在するミルク色の夢をあなたと
The sad part is other websites I found, they just don't have as good a filtering system as MangaDex had. This one you linked though looks like it has a decent filter system though. Which Nintendo patent war? Nintendo's always legally beefing with someone. I mean, if you told me Nintendo has stopped suing people, that'd be more shocking than Nintendo suing someone new. They're trying to patent jumping? That sounds fake. There has to be more to it than that. Nintendo can't be that stupid. Oh yeah, Xbox did kill itself. Their new CEO or whatever going, every application is an AI application. I need you to shut up and never talk again. It has like been proven that these AI programs are making children stupider. So like, stop. Every couple days I see a new article about someone who like, yeah, no, they passed high school, but they actually have like third grade reading level or something like that. And they're like, no critical thinking skills, and like the object permanence is missing. If you hide an apple behind a wall, they think the apple disappeared. Which isn't to actually say that it's all like the application's fault. A lot of it also falls on parents. Like I saw something like about like it was like this video of like a child, and like the parent just like, you know, was interacting with the child, but if the parent goes like stone faced and stops interacting with the child, like it actually like the child actually starts like freaking out and like bad stuff happens. And so it's like the parents are just like not paying attention to their kids, staring at their phones, and then also giving their kids a phone when they're babies, and it's like it's not good. It's a failure of parenting, really. Like one can say the applications themselves are evil, but it is also a failure. But there's always been evils, you know, quote unquote evils in the world that could, you know, mess people up. But like, I don't know. It's also on, a lot of it's on the parents as well. They're just handing their kids an iPad and being done with it. Nintendo's trying to patent having non-human beings fighting for playable. They're trying to patent Pokemon again. Why are they trying to patent Pokemon again? Then it was like, Italians, we own them. Oh my gosh. So in 3 hours, how far have I gotten in this event? Okay, 2/3 of the way through. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I think that is respectable progress, actually. Yes, unfortunately, I do have work tomorrow, so that is where I shall cut us off. Unfortunately, I'm gonna spend this ticket. Nothing will come of it. Well, Shinji doll. Anyway, I will see you all on Friday. So on Friday, the tier lists start this week, which is also going to be Saturday morning for me. So I'm definitely not going to be going late on Friday because I have to wake up at like 5 a.m. on Saturdays for the next like 2 months. So, you know, that's going to be a thing. But on the other hand, what time? Like 5 a.m. my time. So that'll be fun. So it'll be, geez, I just looked over at Discord and I see an image I linked Tog about a YouTube video, and I'm like, what was that image? It scared me because it's not a good image. I got shocked by my own image I sent him. Anyway, Tog knows the one. But anyway, yeah. So for the foreseeable couple months, it's going to be stream on Wednesday, Friday, then on Mist on Saturday, Auto on Sunday. So that'll be fun. You get 4 days of content out of me. You just got to jump on 3 different channels. So anyway, I will see you all later and have a good night and farewell.